Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be uploading. It feels so good. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. All right, it's 2021. We have officially said goodbye to 2020. 2020, right? Yeah, it's not 2022. All right, Jesus, I'm taking us to the future. Really, V? Anyways, I am V Coles. Welcome. If it is your first time here, hi, and hi. Welcome. Okay, we are going to just jump right on in. So let's go. We are going to be talking about the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I went ahead and I picked up two shades. I got the shade 420 and then I also got the shade 430. I wasn't sure which shade was going to be my best match. So I was like, you know what, let me get both and then I will take it from there. So as you can see, my brows are not done. I'm going to do my brows off camera and then we'll jump in and then I will show you guys how I applied a powder foundation. To prime, I'm going to be using the Milani Prime Shield oil-free mattifying primer. I actually talked about this primer in my video that was based on primers. I will link it above for you guys in case anyone would like to watch that video. I kind of review different primers for about 2 to 3 weeks, and I come back and I review them for you guys and I tell you guys what my experience was with the primers. And it's a really cute video, so if you have not checked it out, definitely check it out. If you don't wear a primer, still check it out because you might end up wanting to prime your face, and that, you know, that gives you a good idea for primers. If you are a combination skin type like me, you know, just check it out regardless. Just check the video out. It's good. The thing about powder foundations is your routine basically flips. So normally you would do foundation, concealer, and all of that beautiful stuff. But because powder foundation is a powder, you want to put all of your liquids underneath it. So that is what we are basically about to do. We're going to go ahead first with my concealer, and I'm going to conceal my face. And then I will be using the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. So let me grab a concealer and we'll get started. We're going to go in with the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I was going to use my Fenty one, but I changed my mind. So all I'm doing is just applying concealer to all of my high points. Basically the areas of my face that I would typically conceal when I already put my foundation on. So we're going to go ahead and set all of this with the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfect Setting Powder. And I have the shade Medium 3. I love this setting powder. It happens to be one of my favorite setting powders of all time. It's not the cheapest setting powder. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit pricey, but I just love the color. I love the color of this setting powder. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. If you're someone that does a cream contour or you wanted to use like a cream blush, you would have already applied all of this before you apply the powder foundation, and then you would kind of set those in place so that they don't necessarily move once you put the powder over it. But being that I typically don't really love to do a cream contour, and I'm not using a cream blush today, all I really did was kind of apply my concealer because that's really the only liquid I'll be using on my face. And then I went ahead and now we're going to jump into the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. So the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation comes in 49 different shades. Again, she's giving options. I was not surprised when I realized she like literally gave a whole expansion of options for this powder foundation because she has the Pro Filter Matte Foundation and then she also has the Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation. And in both of those foundations, she gave shade ranges. I tend to really adore the way she goes about foundations and the fact that she always gives options. So this powder foundation is supposed to be a light as air foundation that gives you light to full coverage. So again, that basically means you can build it up. I think the finish is going to be matte. Obviously, it is a matte powder foundation. And it also says that it delivers a non-cakey, blurred finish with no flashback, which is amazing because, again, you are working with a powder. It's buildable. Again, we discussed that. It's saying that it can be layered without fine lines or clogging the look of your pores. So sometimes when you put a lot of powder on your face, you can sometimes just look like a powder donut. So this is basically saying that you will not get that look, and not even that, it's not going to, you know, settle within the lines of your face and give you like those little like makeup wrinkly lines that people get at times, I guess. It's crease resistant, plus it has an adorable compact, which we're going to take a look at in a second. So on the instructions, it says if you know your shade for the liquid foundation, use that as your blueprint and then figure out if you need to go a shade up, a shade down, but start around the same shade as your liquid foundation. So my liquid foundation is 430. So I guess I did good by purchasing 430 and 420. And it's crazy because before going to buy these powder foundations, I didn't double check to see what shade my liquid foundation was. So if you're out there and you're trying to figure out your shade, try that tip. Now, if you are someone that wants to apply it and wants more of a light coverage, you would use a more fluffy brush to do so. Just something fluffy, something that's not dense, that's not going to hold onto the products and really pack it in. If you are someone that wants more of like a full coverage, like you want that full beat, then you want to use something more dense, something that's going to really pack it in and get it in there for you. I'm kind of going for like in between, so I'm going to apply it with a beauty blender. And if I don't like the way the beauty blender is doing it, then I will switch to a brush, but we'll start with the beauty blender. All right, so this is what it looks like when you open it. Very true to the Fenty look. And then on the back, it just has the number of the shade you purchased. And let me see if I can get it open. Gosh, guys, I have nails and I never get long nails, and I finally did it and I'm a mess. Okay, so when you open it, you have your mirror up top. I just don't want my camera to be reflected in the mirror. So you have your mirror up top, the shade, and then you have another mirror. Ooh, they give you two mirrors? Oh, I love that. Okay. I love that, because normally you'll get one mirror and you just have to keep going back and forth. They literally giving you two different mirrors. So, ooh, okay. So this second mirror is like a more like magnified up close and personal. And then this first one is more far away, so you can kind of see your whole face. That's nice. And then they give you the sponge, and the sponge is, you know, shaped just like the packaging. So it's super cute, like this octagon shape, basically. I'm going to start with 430 first, and I'm just going to apply it down here a little bit just to see. All right, so I'm just picking up some product, and I'm going to, ooh, yeah, that's a little rich. All right, this is 430. Can I make it work? I'm going to say the answer is yes, I actually can. This is the shade right here. It's a little rich. Let me just see what 420 looks like, and then from there I'll decide which shade is the best for me. And I'm going to put 420 right here. I'm going to apply some more. I think 420 might be the right shade, because 430, I'm going to apply a little bit more of it for you guys, just because I really want you guys to be able to see what the color looks like on. And I know I'm going to have to wipe it off a little later, but you guys... The thing about 430 is it has a very red undertone, like it's almost reddish orange. Do you see that? And yeah, I don't know, that's not gonna work for me. Okay, so we're gonna go with 420. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to apply 420 in real time, so you guys are just gonna kind of watch me apply it to my face so we can really see what the color payoff is like. All I'm really doing is just patting my sponge into it to build up and to get that product, and then I'm just gonna start just to pounce it into my skin. All right, not bad. I'm gonna just do another layer, and again, I'm really just going like pouncing, picking up that product. Do not be afraid to add that product onto your beauty blender. The thing about powder foundations are you cannot, like, it's hard to be sure exactly where it lands, versus with the liquid, you can kind of like really control. Versus like with a liquid, you can kind of like really control where it lands. But with the powder, you really kind of have to take your time and work it in. And that's what I'm basically doing right now. Ooh. It's just pretty. Like, do you see like how it's like it goes from light and then you can see like the rest of my face gradiating in? Ooh. Ooh. That looks nice, guys. Wow. That looks really good. Like, it looks supernatural and I love it. Wow. I'm not complaining right now. I really like the way this looks because I feel like you can still see some of my blemishes, but they're not as intense as just like my regular skin. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as intense and I like that. And as you can see, like, I'm applying it in a circular motion. Like, I didn't want to go back and forth, up and down, because like I don't want to create any harsh lines. So I'd rather just kind of work it into my face, just making it blend into that concealer that I applied before, you know, just, you know what I mean? Just making it one in the most subtle way possible so that it like, so there's no differentiation in anything. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to speed up the rest of it, but I just kind of wanted you guys to see, you know, how it looks as you build it up. I kind of like this much coverage. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. So let's speed up. What do you guys think? I'm about to just finish the rest of my face. The beauty about using like a powder foundation is that you don't necessarily have to go in and set much because it's a powder. You know what I mean? Like, typically with a liquid foundation, you gotta set so the liquid doesn't crease or the liquid doesn't move. But with a powder, it's like you like, it's a powder. It's a powder. As long as your, you know, routine underneath was good, you should typically be good for the most part. What I will say is I love the fact that I look matte, but I don't look like the desert. You know what I mean? Like, my face feels so good, and I use a mattifying primer. I went in with a mattifying primer. I didn't use a hydrating primer. And the finish looks so good. I can move my face, I can talk regular, and I love the way my skin looks, guys. Like, I love this look. It's just, like, I didn't have to do too much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to do too much to just get a pretty face of makeup, and I like that. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and get the rest of my face on, and then we'll come back and we will talk. I'll be right back. All right, so face is done. What do you guys think? I think I look adorbs. I love it, guys. Like, I absolutely love this product. I feel like I like it even more than the liquid mattifying foundation by them. Like, I love, love, love this product. Like, I really do. I'm not going to do like a wear test simply because I don't think it's necessary. It's a powder foundation. And with a powder foundation, it is going to require you to do some touch-ups. There's like, you know, there's no way to not have to touch up a powder foundation. That's just basically how I think of it. So I would say just throw it in your bag. You know, it comes with the cushion. Blot when you need to. That's kind of basically how I feel about it. But I am going to run through the products that I use to get my face right. Outside of the foundation. If you remember, my face was looking kind of bland. All of the dimensions were gone, so I went ahead and I used the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. And this one is the medium to dark palette. You guys by now should know how much I love this palette. I'm obsessed with it. The only negative is the fact that it does not have a mirror. But other than that, every girl or boy or whomever that does their makeup should have this in their makeup arsenal. It's affordable and it's truly just like amazing. It's amazing. I went ahead and I also bronzed with this Morphe bronzer in the shade Leader. Now, I have expressed that this is not my favorite bronzer, and it's not. But being that I did a contour, I wanted a more subtle bronzer, so I kind of feel like this Morphe one is just that. It's a very subtle bronzer that you have to build up. It's just not my favorite, but it worked for what I needed it to do today. My blush, and this was my first time using this specific product. It's by Morphe, and this is the Papa Fuchsia Trio Blush Palette, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I used this shade right here, and then I added this shade on top of it to give me the little bit of shimmer that you see right there. I typically never like a shimmer, but I don't know. I was feeling a little, I was feeling like I wanted to jump. You know, I wanted to take that leap, so I did, and I actually really love the way it came out. All right, now for my eyes, I have on this, these Ardell lashes, and this is a Demi Wispy. Very subtle, very easy. That's kind of what I, was going for. And I also put some of this Morphe bronzer on my lids, and then I also use it just to kind of give my nose a very slight contour. Like, it's very subtle. It's not too in your face. It's very subtle. Simply because I kind of feel like the middle of my face was like extremely bland. Like, it was just like flat. For my lips, I went in with my Morphe lip liner in the shade Trendsetter, and then I used the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Angel Food Cake to create this lip combination. To apply my lashes, I forgot to mention this, I used the Lash Glue Liner by Kiss, and this is basically a liner that is also a glue. You can wing your eye and then pop the lashes on, and it makes the process so easy. I actually reviewed this in a tutorial. I just don't know which tutorial, but definitely get it if you struggle with applying your lashes, because it will make the process so much easier. Thank me later. And then to set my face, I did set my face. I used the matte setting spray by Black Radiance. I would recommend this product. Like, it's bomb. I kind of feel like it makes the whole makeup process a little quicker because you don't have to do a lot. And I kind of feel like I like the fact that my face doesn't have so much. Like, it doesn't have a lot of powder. It's just easy breezy. Like, I love the way my makeup looks. Like, I love the way my makeup looks right now. I'm not even lying. Like, I really, 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 really love it. And I was not expecting to like it as much as I like it, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. You guys know I be ready to say I don't like something. All right? Like, I'm always ready because I don't care. So I love this product. I really love it. That wraps it up for me. If you guys have any questions, any comments, please leave it in the comment section down below. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe. Join my family here on YouTube. This is a safe place. This is a loving place. Join my family here. Support your girl. And I will see you guys in my next upload. Like, for real. If you enjoyed this tutorial, check out some of my other tutorials and just rock with me. Rock with your girl. But I will see you guys next time. And as always, love first. Mwah! Bye, my babies.